Hi everyone, my name is Matt and welcome to Matt in Frame. I'm a street photographer based in Seattle, and this channel is where I'll be sharing POV style street photography as I explore the city through my camera. Along the way, I'll also be talking about my work, my creative process, and the thoughts behind the photos that I make. This is as much about the journey as it is the final images. I'm constantly learning, experimenting, and pushing myself to become a better photographer, and I hope you'll come along for the ride. So a friend of mine invited me to come check out the Folklife Festival at Seattle Center that happens every Memorial Day weekend. The free event is a really cool community organized festival that brings people of all sorts to come celebrate culture through music, art, and performance. I decided to take the light rail over to Westlake Station just because I wanted to take the monorail over to Seattle Center. It's not something I get the opportunity to do too often, so I always enjoy the ride when I do, even though it is quite a bit shorter than I would like it to be. I honestly had no clue what to expect from Folklife Festival. I did absolutely zero research prior to going, and being greeted by this band at the very start was a really nice surprise, and I knew I was in for a great time. We're finally getting into some street photography now that we're at the festival. Just warming up, nothing too crazy. I saw this guy on the side with some balloon animals and just really liked how the colors popped. I saw my friend lining up a shot and I decided to come check out what he was doing. It's a pretty cool frame within a frame, and overall I do like the contrast between the black and white armory sign and the brighter colors behind it. Just warming up. On the right, I saw these three kids setting up their instruments, and I just thought it was a really cute scene and I wanted to see if there was anything I could do with it. In the end, what ended up standing out to me the most was this girl's shoes. I really liked the colors, the textures, and the patterns here. These were my first shots of someone performing something other than music. Overall, I really like the lighting and the dynamic nature of the photos, but I do wish I used a slower shutter speed to try to capture some more of the motion. We came across a contact juggler that was giving Fushigi quite a run for its money, so we decided to stop for a moment and just enjoy the show. I'm actually really happy with how this one turned out. I really like how the light refracted through the ball into the juggler's hand, and I also really like how the image is inversed when you look through the ball. This next one's my absolute favorite of the day. I saw this kid popping wheelies in front of the police and I thought it was a really funny scene, so I figured he'd do it again, and lo and behold, I was correct. I'm guessing I forgot to hit record on this next one, but I'm going to include the photo anyways just because I'm really happy with how it turned out. I saw this mirror hanging up in a hat shop and I wanted to try getting a shot through its reflection. I was hoping for a subject with a bit of a crazier hat, but this one did just fine. There's a lot of nostalgia in this next shot for me. It brought me back to being in elementary school gym class and playing with a parachute there. I also really like the scene as a whole. There was a lot going on with the one kid in the middle playing underneath the parachute, the bubbles all around, and the one girl hugging her parent in the background. It just really brought great vibes of the summer to come. This one performer seemed to be drawing quite the crowd. At one point he brought a kid over from the audience to launch water balloons up into the air while he caught it in a bucket hat. I ended up with a fun, dynamic shot that really captured the moment. Unfortunately, with us being in the shade, the highlights in the sky were quite blown out, so I tried to do what I could to save it in post. I'm not entirely sure what's going on here, but I really liked all the shapes and instruments that were attached to this gentleman's back. Overall, my first time at Folklife Festival was absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to go back. I can definitely see why it draws such large crowds, and I'm excited for the next one. Thank you so much for watching. If you like street photography or creative storytelling, I'd love to have you along for the journey. I'd love to hear which photo stood out to you the most in the comments below. And if you liked the video, please consider subscribing, and I'll see you in the next one.